Hi everybody, it's Sarah from Serenity. Today we're going to talk about what the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, need to acknowledge to grow. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it should be in place. It's not a dated reading as in like the 1st of March or anything like that. Once again, the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This works for the sun signs as well as the moon or rising signs. Air signs are all about action, ideas, and motion. They are the big bringers of change. So that being said, there are lots of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius folks out there. And this may not resonate with every one of them, but that's okay. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I hope you find what you're looking for. So Spirit has moved me to do this, and I was going to do just one card pull and talk about it, but instead we've been getting two, so we'll follow along with that criteria here. So during this reading, I'm going to pull two of the traditional tarot cards, and we're going to look at what you need to acknowledge to grow. So let me shuffle really quickly. Okay, so our two cards are the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. The Six of Wands is actually related to air, by the way, so that's right on point. Okay, so this is an interesting card. This is a card of success, victory, and leadership. When we think about things that we need to acknowledge to grow, personally, we usually think of negative traits, don't we? We think, we have to get a handle on our envy, or we have to set better goals, or we have to be more dedicated. This is coming at it from a different approach. But then again, why are we surprised? Because the air signs look at things very differently from all the other members of the zodiac. So this is about you acknowledging that you aren't the person you used to be. You fought many tough battles, and guess what? You won them. It's time to change how you view yourself. You may have been, say, a less than perfect teen, or maybe your early 20s were not the best, or maybe even your 30s were difficult. But where you are right now today is a very different part of your life. You're in a completely different arena now, and looking at things, and especially yourself, the way you used to just doesn't work anymore, because that's not who you are. You are someone that is responsible. You are someone that is caring. And in case you haven't noticed, you're someone who is successful. Quit playing it small. It's time to look to the future and work towards your goals from a stable point of success, and dream big, and don't be afraid to dream. I know in the past, fear has crept in because things haven't been easy, and that totally makes sense. But take a step back now and really look around. Look at yourself. You aren't that person anymore. You have grown. You have grown into your abilities, and you're very deserving of this success. And you're coming into your own more and more every day. So it's time to acknowledge this. Acknowledge the struggle that you went through, of course. Remember the lessons, of course. But don't let those experiences rob you of the joy of where you are in your path right now. Because it's time to move forward and put some of your dreams into reality. It's time to release the past and acknowledge where you are, and then build the future based on those dreams. You're allowed to be successful. You're allowed to be happy. So grab on and build from that mindset. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel you out there looking at that other card, looking at the Eight of Swords going, it's not going to be good. Not going to be good. It's okay. It probably doesn't mean what you think it means in this type of reading. This card actually shines light on the limiting nature of our own personal thoughts and convictions, our own beliefs. So it kind of goes along with the first card, right? The first card is telling us that we have won. We need to celebrate it, and we need to accept the fact that we are moving into a more leadership role. This card is about basically the same thing. The biggest limitations that you're facing are yourself. You were tied up, taken away, and held for ransom, but you were the one doing it. And you maybe don't want to hear that, but it's kind of true, and I think you kind of know it too. Overthinking, losing faith in yourself, self-sabotaging, doing things from an old mindset have hampered your growth in the past, but now you're at a different path. And what used to be impossible is now completely possible. What you used to think was a dream is actually your life. You are setting your own course. You are not dependent on someone else. You're not dependent on the thoughts or the actions of other people. Clearly, it's up to you now to chart your own direction. And while this can be frightening, because it can also be exhilarating, especially when we embrace it. The lesson is to not be afraid to act now. And I know there have been times in the past where you just felt so overwhelmed and you were in your head so much that you just couldn't do it and it was just too much. And you let important things slide. But you're not that person now. You're not that person. You're moving forward from a new mindset. You have grown dramatically since then. The number one thing to do with this card is to realize it's time to get out of your own head and to get out of your way. I know you're kind of unsure on which path to take and what decision you need to make, and you've got all these opportunities and things you want to put in place and changes you want to do, and it's just too much. But it's okay. It's okay. Just take a breath and know you won't always feel like this. The universe is sending you messages right now about the perfect next step to take. Your job is to take some time alone if possible, meditate and contemplate on all your options, including some of them that may seem really out there that you maybe wouldn't think of, but it's a possibility. And then journal them all out. Listen to spirit, write them all out. And in this process, while you're writing them out, you're probably going to be surprised by an option you never thought of before. And it's going to be there and it's going to work and it's just going to be that easy. So once again, the things that you need to acknowledge to grow, that you aren't the person you used to be, that you are achieving a level of success that you don't seem to realize, and that sometimes you just have to get out of your own head. You have more tools and more abilities than you realize. And when you put these into action, then voila, you move forward. It's just when you get stuck in the past, and no worries, no judgment on this at all. We all do this. You forget how far you've come and you forget you have these tools. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, take some time alone, do some journaling, meditate, and really get clear on what the actual problem is, and then write out the solutions, and there you go. You'll have it, and it won't be as difficult as you think. So I know even if you're feeling kind of paralyzed right now, it will get better. This is going to be an amazing year. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like a personal reading, I'm having a special in March. It will fill up pretty quickly though. That's why I'm taking orders for it already. I'll put the information up here on a slide. And once again, thanks, and I'll see you for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.